today.
Here's a punter, Thomas Morstead, to get this one started. And off we go from MetLife Stadium. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. So here's the first drive now for the Jags. They're led by the #1 overall pick in the 2021 draft, Trevor Lawrence.
The word is potential, potential, potential. Think about this guy from the time he was in high school, one of the top prospects going to college, coming out of college, mentioned as a generational type quarterback. He looks the part. Tall, big arm, surveys the field, and can take off and run when under duress.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Play action. It's Lawrence. He'll get this one complete to Zay Jones. And he'll be taken down, but not before they reach the 50. Just like that, a pickup of 20 on their first play from scrimmage.
The goal for any offense versus his own defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. First carry for the Clemson man, Travis Etienne. It's a 6-yard pickup, but it gets him to 2nd and 4.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
From the 44 now, here's 2nd and 4. Now Lawrence. That's caught by his tight end, Evan Ingram. And that's going to be another first down as the tackle made at the Jets' 34-yard line. Give him 10 yards on that one, and that earns him a fresh set of downs. Well, the first drive here and the first time that we've called the big tight end's name, but I can assure you this, Charles, it won't be the last.
No, it won't, because when he gets going, now it opens up opportunities on the perimeter because that'll draw the defense towards him in the middle of the field. Now your wide receivers are getting involved as this game goes on. Well, they've been back on their heels a little bit here on this drive, but a chance to exhale just a little bit there with incompletion on first down. Now they have to gear up, try and get 2 more stops, and escape this drive.
Second and 10. Now Lawrence to throw. And that one going to be off target and incomplete.
The defender certainly didn't forget about him leaking out of the backfield. There's a guy ready and waiting to pick him up in coverage. And that throw had no shot.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Now Lawrence. Pass to the sideline and pulled in. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down. Solid opening drive so far, Charles. They've moved this football into field goal range, but you know that they want to cap this off with 6 and not 3.
Absolutely. As one of the better coaches in the league always tells me, on offense, I want to throw body blows all game long and finish it with uppercuts. Well, here are the body blows right now. He's hoping in one uppercut will take care of the end of this drive.
So the completion results there in 9 yards, and that'll give them a short yardage situation here for second down. And the pocket's been protected pretty good here so far on the opening drive.
We always talk about confidence in runners and catchers and quarterbacks. How about the protection detail? They're not allowing anyone near the guy throwing the football.
On second down, a run with Etienne. And here he'll get it down to the 7. A 5-yard gain there makes it first and goal.
That solid gainer will put them on the doorstep of the end zone. More importantly, it gives them a fresh set of downs. Nice work right there.
First and goal, a chance for an early statement here on the road. Looking to throw, Lawrence. He's got it. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. That's good for a gain of 6, second and goal.
I like it, I like it, I like it. Get everyone involved in the passing game, and you know you can create those great mismatches throwing it to your guys out of the backfield.
And on the first drive, that can also help establish some rhythm, right?
I think so. It gets everyone involved. They feel like they're part of it. It really gets them amped up.
And he'll take this one in for a Jags touchdown. Travis Etienne taking it in from a yard out. And the Jaguars will jump on top with the game's first score here this afternoon. Well, he finishes off the drive with a touchdown run, Charles. Remember, he also had a catch on this drive as well.
And that's what running backs want to be in today's NFL, a complete back. 3 downs, stay on the field, run it, and catch it. And he gets it done.
On here, Brandon McManus for the point after. And this is up and good. The score now 7-0 Jaguars. So that one a pretty time-consuming 10-play drive. And it was capped off by a Travis Etienne touchdown run. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. McCole Hardman to return it from his end zone. And ultimately, he stopped right where he would have been if he had simply gone down to a knee at the 25. So here come the Jets for their initial possession of the game. They'll be led out by their highly decorated quarterback, Aaron Rodgers.
There have been very few quarterbacks in the NFL who have been as consistent throughout their career as Aaron Rodgers. He's been good for so long, and we've seen no decline in his skills. His accuracy and arm strength continue to elevate the talent around him, and his in-game mistakes, few and far between.
Rodgers and the Jets now with a 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. Now Hall to start the drive. He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31.
Brandon, to me, what's important right here on this drive is for them to get at least 2 first downs. They've got to give their defense a chance to settle down, catch their breath a little bit after they give up a touchdown on the opening drive.
They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31. On second down, a run with Hall. And he's brought down at the 34. Call it a gain of 4. Pretty good job defensively. Thought he was going to get it, but they knew where that marker was, and they stopped him just short of it.
What it does is emphasize that strategic football and situational football is not just played on the offensive side, is it? Defense understanding, as you noted, where the first down marker was and making sure they didn't get there.
Here comes 3rd and about a foot. They'll run with Hall. And he's going to have the first down at about the 38. They're able to convert with a gain of 4.
Well, partner, none of these runs individually have added up to a whole lot.
Now 3 plays, all 3 short runs, but together a first down.
Yeah, it's amazing how the narrative changes when you string them together.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. On 1st and 10, it's Hall. And that one goes for about 6 as he's taken down just shy of the 45.
If you're in the offensive huddle, you're smiling after that play because you've certainly got them guessing now. 2nd and short, could they just hand it off for another big gain? Or did they take advantage of this spot to take a big shot downfield?
Here now, 2nd and 4. Here's Rodgers. He completes that to Garrett Wilson. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Jaguars' 41-yard line. Give him 15 yards on that one, and the Jets move the chains.
When you're playing a quarterback with some experience and some moxie, you enter the danger zone when you decide to blitz him, because if he's able to diagnose as he did on that play, he can hurt you downfield.
He reads defenses so well, doesn't he?
He really does, and the best part about that play for him, I don't think that was his primary target.
I don't think so either.
I think he had the read, figured out where the blitz was coming from, and went to a secondary target for a really nice gain.
Rodgers now on first down. They're able to complete this one to Tyler Conklin. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or 2 shy of the 30. 11 more yards that go around, a first down as well. We got to like what you're seeing from this offense here on the first drive. A nice, sustained series to begin the game, and it will continue after picking up another first there.
Would you say the word methodical comes to mind? I love the execution. I love what they're doing on this drive. They're controlling the ball, controlling the game, controlling the clock.
And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on second down. If these kinds of lanes are available, you have to feel like he's going to have a pretty big game on the ground.
Yeah, you can tell early on he's got a little burst in his step, and that's a big pickup right there on first down.
So from the 22, here's 2nd and 2. Throwing now is Rodgers. A quick throw there is incomplete.
Yeah, offenses always try to be smart about when they're trying to dial up a screen to the running back, because they understand you can only go to the well so many times in a game without the defense starting to anticipate the call.
Play number 9 set to come here on the drive on 3rd and 2. Hall ought to give up the middle. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. Quite the opening drive march they're on right now.
It looks a lot like what we saw in practice prior to the game, doesn't it? You know, because on that last big practice beforehand, you go through your offensive script. You go through your play calling. You go through all the stuff and establish things, and it looks like it's going like clockwork right now for them.
First and goal, and a chance to get that initial touchdown right back. Here's Rodgers to throw. And he's going to be dropped back at the 15-yard line. Josh Allen coming in for that outside linebacker spot, and he buries him for a loss of 7. Well, that's not how you hope to draw it up there on 1st and goal, CD, by taking a sack like that.
Well, they tried to be aggressive, didn't they? They didn't want to try and work their way past the goal line. They wanted it right there on that play. Unfortunately, it backfired against them. Now they have to try and pick it up here moving forward.
First down, a bit of a disaster, and now on 2nd and goal, back even further. Straight ahead is Hall. He's going to get 4 out of this as he's down to the 10-yard line.
Partner, I know we're in a goal-to-go situation, but my goodness, think about running the ball here. not even a thought, is it?
Defensively, they're in a prime spot.
And I think the defensive guys are probably expressing themselves to them as well. I wouldn't run it here, guys. You might want to try throwing it.
They'll try to run it here with Hall. And he's not going to get anywhere close to the marker as they'll stop him well short of the yellow line. Give him a couple on the run as it brings up a 4th down. Such a long drive here. 3 points. That would be a disappointment, but I don't know if you can go for it here, can you?
Well, you know, the defense was really giving them a lot all the way downfield, and now they've stiffened. Forget that bend, don't break. Now they don't even want to let them get a yard, do they? So in this spot, you remember what the coaches told us before the ball game? Any drive that ends with a kick is going to be okay with us, whether it's a punt, a field goal, or an extra point. Take the field goal right here.
Zuerlein's kick is up and through. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. So both teams come away with points on their opening drives. Now they still trail. They answered the touchdown with a field goal, but at least able to break that goose egg here early.
And that is what's important, right? Because they didn't let that initial touchdown go unanswered. Took the ball themselves, moved it downfield, and put it through the post for 3 points. Game on.
Morstead, the punter, out to kick it off. From his end zone, here comes Agnew. And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there. So time to see Jacksonville again on offense for the 2nd time here in this game. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out, looking to repeat that in Charles' defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
On 1st down, Lawrence. Man open, that's Calvin Ridley. And they're able to get this one across the 35. It'll be a gain of 10 to start the drive out, and by a few inches, that'll be a 1st down.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. And it's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice 1st down. Drive keeps moving.
Now they show jet sweep, but instead a run up the middle here. And he works his way forward to pick up 4 yards there. 2nd down.
And that was a quality play to start a new set of downs. That was simply an offensive line winning the battle up front and winning in a big way and giving their guy in the backfield a nice lane to hit.
Ball on the 40 now. Here's 2nd and 6. Here's Lawrence. Into space at the 45. And brought down across the 50 to the 49-yard line. 12 yards there as they keep this drive rolling. It's another 1st down.
I know sometimes we can get fooled when we watch him make catches, as we just saw him do there, because he really looks like a wide receiver the way he goes about his business.
Yeah, 230, 240 range.
Yeah, not super huge. Maybe not counted on to be that inline point-of-attack blocker that we used to have in the good old days, but you can flex him out. You can run wide receiver routes with him. You can make him a primary target, and that's how he'll shred a defense.
11 more on that one and another 1st down.
But one of the ways the quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field, and here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
Throwing now, Lawrence on 1st down. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football, but it looked like a Jaguar was able to cover this thing, and so Jacksonville will keep control.
Much like a running back going through the line, quarterbacks have to be aware of protecting the football as well. He left it exposed that time, wound up having it knocked free, but fortunately, had an alert teammate who was able to get it.
The fumble on 1st down now. Here's 2nd down. Lawrence. Caught on the right side by Jones. Seventh play of the drive forthcoming on 3rd and 8. Here's Lawrence to throw. And the pass is intercepted. He was looking for Ingram. And the Jets are going to get this back to their own 34-yard line.
Yeah, he's just trying to throw this ball into the hole in the zone, but those windows can open and close quickly, especially in the middle of the field. So if the timing's not right, we'll see interceptions like that one right there.
Back onto the field come the New York Jets for their second drive. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. So after the INT, it's Rodgers. This one complete to Mecole Hardman. He's got this to the 30 before being taken down. Big yardage after the catch. That one winds up going for 36.
Well, partner, I'm not sure how this drive's going to end, but how about the way they flip field position there? A nice attacking play that picked up a heck of a chunk of yardage.
So the big play has him all the way down to the 30 now for 1st and 10. A handoff for Hall. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the 1st down run. He gets maybe 3.
Not a huge carry there on 1st down, but not all of them will be. But still, all in all, a positive play for the offense. It's all about picking up at least a few to set up what you're going to do here on 2nd down.
Ball on the 28-yard line. Here's 2nd down and 7. Now Rodgers. A short throw to Conklin, the tight end. Only able to gain a couple there. And now 3rd down and 6 to go.
That was an okay hook up there with his tight end, but unfortunately, they didn't get the kind of yards they had hoped for. That's going to bring up 3rd down.
In need of a conversion on 3rd down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense. Now Rodgers. Working the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he is going to have a Jets 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
They've been moving the ball well, but this drive was in danger of stalling out. Fortunately, this is a nice throw here, and they're able to pick up a new set of downs.
They had to settle for 3 last drive, hoping this second go-around ends in 6. In good position, 1st and 10. Into the red zone, it's Rodgers. Over the middle into traffic, and that's complete. And the Jets are going to have a 1st and goal as he's taken down at about the 8-yard line.
Even against double coverage, he found enough of an opening for a noticeable gain. 2 guys on him, yet he finds a way to uncover downfield for the completion.
And again, it's Rodgers. This pass out wide to Hall. Touchdown, Jets! Breece Hall from 8 yards out, and the Jets have taken the lead. Well, we know Although he has decent hands out of the backfield, that's the first time, Charles, they've targeted him in the passing game, and it pays dividends.
And I love the design, too, because they kept him in the backfield, made the defense think run first before they swung him out of there. And you're right, with his hands, they might want to throw it to him just a little bit more.
Now Greg Zuerlein on for the extra point. And it's through, and that makes the lead 10-7. So the drive there took 6 plays. And it was capped off by a touchdown pass to Breece Hall. Morstead out now following the touchdown to kick. And no return here for Agnew, so they'll bring it out, start the drive at the 25. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. Not an ideal way to end their previous drive. They threw the interception, Charles, after they had built up some momentum. They were moving. Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. Picked off by Ashton Davis. And the return here is stopped at the 35-yard line.
Well, they're certainly not giving much help to their defense, are they? Because for the second time now, that D has had to run back out on the field early after an interception. And remember, on the last drive, the opposing side took it in for 6 after that interception.
And this should be the final play before the quarter ends. In motion right, that's Hardman. There's a fake on the jet sweep, and instead a give to Hall up the middle. And it'll be a minimum pickup here as it will take us to the end of the first quarter. 10-7 our score after 1 right here on EA Sports. Here's a 2nd and 8. From the gun, it's Rodgers. That'll be complete to Allen Lazard. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. First time they've hooked up here. Good for 17 and a first down.
Good strong throw and catch right there. And so far in this game, the alleys have been open for them to get completions, and they're taking advantage of it.
So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. Now it's Rodgers. And he's not able to get away. Sacked back at the 22. Brought to the ground by the linebacker, Foye Oluokun. And it's never good to take a sack. You really don't want to take one down here in this part of the field, down near the red zone.
Not at all, because you're already pretty much assured of a field goal. But you take a big sack, it could push you out of range, and that's why defenses get a little more aggressive in this situation. They're almost conceding the 3 points. They want to push you back and try and take you out of that.
Work to be done here on 2nd and 16 after the sack. Handoff, running left. Here's Hall. 51 yards rushing for him now to this point.
I think we can safely say that those types of plays are the backbone of this offense. We know not every run's going to be a big hitter, but you know they'll take that type of result on each and every attempt.
The Jets on third down. They've been good, 3 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 10. Rodgers now to throw. They'll set up the screen for Hall. And the tackle made at the 13. He is well short of the first. 3 yards, all they could muster there, and it'll bring up 4th down.
Good reactions there defensively. That screen was a little slow in developing, and they shut that one down with little gain.
So Rodgers will depart, and on is Greg Zuerlein for the Jets field goal. From the left hash, should be a fairly easy one here. Zuerlein's kick is up and through. And the lead stretches to 6 here. It's 13-7. So they get the turnover in plus territory. The drive stalls out, but still able to get 3 out of that.
Yeah, we were able to see an offense and a defense kind of mix and match with each other, didn't we? Both of them trying to make sure that they had the upper hand and the advantage. Offense trying to get to the end zone. Defense, of course, trying to hold them to a field goal attempt. And it wasn't a guaranteed lock 3 from where they started. So, you know, the offense has to be happy to come away with those 3 points.
Morstead, the punter, out to kick it off. From his end zone, here comes Agnew. And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there. Out comes the Jaguar offense now as they get set to take over. And for this offense, Charles, you got to think kind of crucial here to put something together on this drive, because remember last time out they threw the interception on the very first play.
And you can't afford to let this defense keep building any more momentum. They're playing awfully well, and they're awfully confident right now. To me, it's time to attack and take some of that momentum back, but make sure you're selective in doing so. Understand where you want to throw the football and make sure it's open before the ball leaves your hands.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
Now a 2nd and 2. Lawrence will throw. That's to the sideline and incomplete. Zay Jones was the intended receiver, and it's 3rd down and 2. They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. 3rd and 2, now Lawrence. He's got his target. That's complete. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. It's a gain of 13 for number 13, and it gives him a 1st down.
And Brandon, from our time in college football, where receivers weren't running the traditional NFL route tree, one thing they did learn, find open areas, find soft spots, and set up and catch the ball. And I think we just saw that there.
Yeah, we saw that indeed, picking up the 1st. Lawrence going to throw again. And the timing a bit off that time as that one falls to the ground.
That certainly appeared to be a play call where they were just trying to make 2nd down, 2nd and short. I think they thought the coverage was off a little bit more than it was. Nice job there pressing up on it and forcing the incompletion.
Here's 2nd and 10. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. Buying time to his left. And he'll even avoid the contact in the end as he will finally slide to a halt. Big yardage there on the scramble. It gets him a first down.
I am willing to bet that he got a monster grin on his face when he saw what was happening. Man covers were so committed to denying a big throw that it pulled attention away from him, and he had an easy lane to hit, and hit it he did.
So the big play gets him all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. Running out of the gun with ETN. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
Now a 2nd and 10. Looking to throw. Lawrence. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on 3rd down.
As his old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out hot. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
Here comes the 8th play of the drive, and they need a full 10 yards on 3rd down. Out of the gun, it's Lawrence. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
A field goal helps, but a touchdown gets you the lead. That had to be the message transmitted in the huddle. And they delivered there as that throw is going to keep the drive alive. And even better than that, set them up with a 1st and goal.
Back to throw. Lawrence. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked up by Jamie of Sherwood. And the Jets force the turnover. They'll take over at the 10.
Definitely not the ideal time to see that mistake, partner, because this is still a one-possession game, and that's at least a field goal that just vanished with that turnover. Now, pressure's on defensively to prevent that pick from turning into points for the other side.
The Jets taking over again. Breece Hall making his way out with the offense. And he's well on his way to a 100-yard game. He's already more than halfway there. We're only in the 2nd quarter.
And what I've always loved about running backs is they'll tell you, I had no idea how many yards I had.
Right.
Those guys have an innate sense of where they are in a ball game and how many yards they've accumulated, because you know they're always working towards 100.
He's been working well towards 100 here. Motion man left is Lazard. Rodgers tapping this forward on the jet sweep and able to get it across the 20 before they get to it. A gain of 11 to kick off the drive, and it's a quick 1st down. Just a simple tap pass, but it pays off in a big way.
And sometimes the simple stuff causes the most problems for a defense because there's a breakdown in communication there. When that receiver goes behind the line of scrimmage and it looks like he's going in motion, someone either has to go with him or he has to be passed off to another defender. Somehow they didn't get that communicated well, and it turned into a nice play.
60 yards rushing for him as he has been tough to stop here this first half.
Good yardage there on 1st down, exactly what you want. Get yourself set up to keep making 1st downs, keep the clock running. And if they're smart, you're starting to milk the clock. No hurry before you run your 2nd down play.
Hall again on 2nd down. And he'll have a Jets 1st down as the tackle made at the 35-yard line.
2nd and 1 is often an invitation to take the big shot downfield. I bet the offensive lineman said, are you kidding? We just get on our backs and let's go get the 1st down. They love being physical.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. They'll go again with Hall. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
This drive is turning into an extended one, and the guy carrying the ball, he's becoming more like a body blows guy. Every carry is putting some damage on the defense. So after a while, I'm not too sure how many guys are going to want to run up and tackle him.
On 2nd down, a run with Carter. Trying to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. He got maybe a half yard at most, but officially they'll be left with a 3rd and 2.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
The Jets on 3rd down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. This time they face a 3rd and 2. Oh, he had him. He was open, but he couldn't get it to him. It's incomplete.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up. Not that time. On 4th down, here's the veteran Thomas Morstead to punt for the Jets. Back deep for Jacksonville, the dangerous Jamal Agnew. Out comes the Jacksonville offense as they get set to take over here. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them. Not necessarily what you look at your plays, oh, this hurts the defense. I want the ball in the hands of X, Y, and Z and see if we can move forward.
So don't get too cute. Go to the playmakers. Now ETN to start the drive. Fights forward for only about a yard up to the 21.
I don't think any of us were surprised that they decided to start this drive on the ground after the last 2 drives ended in interceptions.
Unfortunately, though, not a lot going on that first play.
Yeah, I think the anticipation was felt also by the defense.
2nd and 9 now from the 21. From the gun, it's Lawrence. They'll drop that underneath to ETN. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. 10 yards there, good enough for a Jags first down.
But they've certainly made a point of getting him involved in the passing game here in the first half. They must have seen something in the scouting that said, hey, we can capitalize on him getting the ball, possibly in the open field. And I think in the second half, that may loosen up the defense a little bit to get the running game going back inside.
On 1st and 10, it's Lawrence. A short throw to Ingram. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on 1st down.
I know the halftime's approaching, but I don't think he's going to want to take a break. That's his 5th catch.
Yeah, they've really been targeting the tight end. 2nd down and a little more than a yard here. And they'll send the slot in motion left. Now a fake on the jet sweep, and they'll instead run up the middle. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield at the 49-yard line. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
Even though they gave up more than they wanted to on that play, it actually illustrates how well they bottled him up throughout the game because that was his longest run of this contest.
Two first downs have them up near midfield now on 1st and 10. Looking to throw. Lawrence looking for Ridley on the out route. He's got him. And he's got this down a yard or two shy of the 40 before he's out of bounds. From the 42-yard line, here's 2nd down and 1. A shotgun snap and a give to ETN. And the stop here will come at the 38-yard line. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
Exactly what they needed right there because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Operating from the gun, Lawrence. And completes it to Kirk over the middle. And he's going to get this inside the 30. The Jags picking up the 1st down there, a gain of 12.
That's now 4 completions in a row. A good bounce back following the interception last drive.
Certainly not letting it affect him, that's for sure. And we all know interceptions are going to happen. So the big trick, don't let it affect you going forward. Most of the good quarterbacks, they just tell the ball boy, get that one out of the rotation, give me a fresh ball, and let's go. He's got his offense moving again.
And he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. 2nd down.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground. But I think the play gets made by the defensive front, because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
From the 25, here's 2nd down and 8. Another tote for Etienne.
Another 2-yard gain there, but they'll need to do better this time. It's 3rd and 6.
2 yards on the 1st down carry, and then followed up by 2 yards on the 2nd down carry.
Well, that's definitely not going to be enough to get the job done. Wasn't the expression 3 yards in a cloud of dust?
Now they're going to need 6 on 3rd down to keep the drive going. On 3rd down, Lawrence.
Dancing to his left. And he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the 1.
Great vision there by Lawrence as he scrambles for a 1st down.
Brandon, that's a gamer move right there. Facing 3rd down, steps up, calls his own number, and nearly makes the house call. If I'm the coach, I let him take another one right here. Give him a chance to be the first one to hit the end zone after that effort he just gave him.
Lawrence going to keep it.
And this will result in him losing yardage. Back to the 3. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down.
Minutes remaining in this 1st half of football.
Two of their 3 red zone trips so far they've come up empty on. They'll look to reverse that trend on 2nd and goal. And they'll turn to the power game to try to get in. And they will stop him after a fairly minimal pickup. After getting stuffed on 1st down, not much better there. 2-yard gain.
And not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
On 3rd and goal, Lawrence.
And they're going to get to him. A sack. Sack back at the 9-yard line. The Jets are going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next.
So Lawrence will exit, and on comes Brandon McManus for the Jaguar field goal.
From the right hash, and this one just a chippy. The kick by McManus is good, and that will cut the lead back down to 3 at 13-10.
Well, I don't know if they would have gone for it on 4th and goal anyway, but the sack on 3rd down pretty much made their mind up for them.
You're exactly right about that, and this is a tough place on the field to take a sack because, as you just noted, it took the decision-making away from them. Now they have to go for a field goal instead of potentially going for it.
After splitting the uprights, McManus to kick it away.
Here's Mecole Hardman. This taken in right around the goal line. And he won't quite make it to the 25.
The New York set to take the field.
And not an abundance of time remains on the clock, Charles, but you would think more than enough to try to extend this lead before intermission.
And when you're talking about extending the lead, I think you're talking about aiming for the end zone because there is plenty of time for that. The fallback is to get 3. But in your mind, you put 6 on the board right before the half. That's a heck of a dagger and great momentum to carry into the locker room.
On first down, Rodgers.
He gets it underneath to Hall.
And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30.
All defenses worry that whenever anyone catches the ball and has a head of steam come out of the backfield, it can turn into a big play with missed tackles or he runs through people. But they were right there waiting, and they stopped him for a minimal gain.
Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5. To throw, it's Rodgers.
Taken in left side, it's Wilson.
Now the Jets going to use the second of their 3 timeouts as the clock will stop with 55 seconds to go until halftime. Rodgers now on first down.
This pass going to be caught by Hardman.
And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
Just need a yard here. 2nd and 1.
Rodgers again now.
A short throw to Conklin, the tight end.
6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
I got a kick out of that one, partner. You and I talk often about trying to hide receivers in certain situations, but a guy of his size, you can't really hide him. But the tight end drag route, definitely an effective way to sneak him across the formation for an easy completion and a first down.
Throwing on first down is Rodgers.
That to the right sideline, and it falls incomplete.
We know it's not an easy job to go out and catch passes when people are trying to tackle you and knock the ball away, but the bottom line is that's a pass he's got to have and a pass he should have caught.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10.
On 2nd down, it's Knight.
And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Officially nothing on that one, no gain, so they're left with still 10 to go on 3rd down. So we've hit halftime here at MetLife Stadium with the home team, the Jets, leading this one. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman, ready with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
Okay, Brandon, back to you guys in just a moment, but welcome everyone to our Creative Village studios in the EA Sports Halftime Report. We were treated to a solid first half out of the running back, Breece Hall. He had 3 catches in that opening part of the game and wound up with a touchdown reception as well.
Okay, Coach, adjustments likely going to play a big role in this 3rd quarter in what's been a tight contest so far.
And the Jets set to receive this 3rd quarter kickoff, and they have the lead as well as we are underway in the 2nd half.
Hardman will elect not to bring this out, and the football will be on the 25-yard line. Now the Jets going to take over on offense to begin this third quarter. And they've got the lead. CD, what do you think the message was at halftime?
I don't think the message was too drastic, I think, at the half, or that they need to change things too much. I do think the offensive line could play a little bit better, and I think they'll try and help them out more. They'll probably keep a tight end in a few more times and maybe add a running back to the formation to pick up those pass rushers, because they probably allowed a few too many sacks for comfort in the first half.
On 1st and 10, here's Rodgers. And the Jags get to him as down he goes. The sack recorded. It's a loss of 5, and now it's 2nd down.
I'm sure a lot of time was spent in the locker room, Charles, talking with his defense about setting a tone here in the third quarter when you're down on the scoreboard. A sack like that, maybe that can get them going.
Yeah, you have to believe exactly what you just said, that they got together and said, let's be some change agents here. Let's go ahead and turn things around. Let's be the force that gets us going here in the second half and puts us in a position to find a way to win the game.
Got to assume this defense will be charging again here. It's 2nd and 15. Rodgers going to throw.
This one finds Wilson downfield.
And he'll be out of bounds right at the 40. It's a first down, his 4th catch of the game after having 3 in the first half. And a good quarterback facing zone coverage. If he has just a little bit of time to survey the scene, that's what's going to happen.
No doubt about it. If there's no pressure, he's going to continue to pick them apart because he'll have all that time to find someone open downfield. You can only cover for so long. So maybe they want to go to a zone blitz scheme, get a little bit more pressure. Remember when Carolina did that against Denver? They lost the game ultimately. They dropped the defensive end out, and he ended up with an interception in that game in Super Bowl 50. Maybe some sort of scheme like that to try and get more pressure at the passer.
And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. That one goes for 24 yards.
That was a fun one to watch right there. A nice in-breaking route and plenty of room in the middle of the field. And he was able to get behind the linebackers and grab the completion for a really good pickup.
So in Jacksonville territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 36. Throwing is Rodgers. There's a short one caught by Uzama. They'll wind up getting just a yard out of it, and that will bring up 2nd down.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. They're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
From the 35, here's a 2nd down and 9.
Here's Rodgers. He's got the hook up to Lazard, and he gets it down a yard or 2 shy of the 30 before he's out of bounds. Call it a gain of 3 on the play, and it brings up 3rd and 5 now.
They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks.
Rodgers to throw once more.
A short throw to Conklin, the tight end.
And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Jaguars' 20-yard line. The Jet passing game in rhythm. They've got another first.
Well, a lot of times when you get a manageable 3rd down situation like this, you have to think about your tight end, and he comes through for him, picking up the first down.
Rodgers now on 1st down.
Oh, it's intercepted. A drive killer there. Picked off by Tyson Campbell.
And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown.
So this whole game gets flipped on its ear right there. The interception, return for a touchdown, and this lead changes hands here in the third quarter.
And it certainly felt like this defense had a read on what was going on the offensive side of the ball and said, let's cut down our coverage a little bit. Let's be in a position to make a play on the ball. And boy, that sure turned out well for them.
Now McManus to tack on